Falcon fans, and of course, good old Falcon fans. One time for the fan. You already know what it is. You already know what it do. Got it right that time, Terry. Breakfast for one time for the fan. Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, Amazon Podcast, and so much more. Just Google us. We are everywhere. Terry, good morning,
Yes,
sir. How is
Hey,
everything going?
hey. Whoa. It's a little early for that this morning, isn't it, Jack? You
What?
all right? I mean,
What?
hey, man,
I got
we're
the,
winning.
I got the orange juice. I got the Grey Goose. So what?
Hey, I'm just,
Are we celebrating
hey,
or what? Are we 1,000 subscribers the other day?
I mean, okay. I mean,
Falcons
I'm
follow
sure
up
it's
with a.
7 o'clock here,
I
but
mean,
I don't know. Sure you want to
Terry,
do
help
that?
Terry, help me. What do I do? I didn't say Siri. I said Terry. Get this damn phone right here. Already starting trouble, Siri. Falcon fans, hit that like, share,
Oh,
subscribe button. Terry, should I?
no, you should not. A little
Okay.
early for that, Jack. It's a little early for that.
I'll put it
And
away.
I would not be excited if I were that honest with you. But it is okay because it is a celebratory Friday. As you stated, Jack, we definitely hit 1,000 subs, and we did it in a very dramatic way on air last week. And not only were we dramatic, but the Falcons were dramatic. That's right. Kirko.
Sure
But
was. The Falcons was dramatic. This is a
the
great moment.
Falcons were dramatic. They traded for Matthew Judon. I really believe that Terry F. Baby was getting his best, Alex Anthopoulos on.
Wait, Terry F. Baby,
because
please
nobody
say
knew
the
about
baby.
it. Terry F. Baby. Wait, did I do it right? Did I just
Terry
bastardize
F.
that
Baby,
nickname?
please say the baby.
Terry F. Baby. Terry F. Baby.
Please say the baby.
No, he traded for Matthew Judon, got his stealth on, and then yesterday struck a resounding blow to all of the NFL South or NFC South by signing Mr. Justin Simmons, and now we have the best safety duo in the league, personally. So it's definitely been a great week. It's definitely cause for celebration. But Jack, I think we need to wait a couple of hours, my good man.
All right. Well, the sun is up over here. I don't know about California, but big shout out to everybody on the West Coast checking in. Big shout out to all of our diehard Atlanta Falcon fans that just loves talking Falcons football with us. Glad you are here on this early morning Friday. Falcon fans talking Falcons football on a Falcons Friday. We have so much to talk about in so little time, so we're just going to go ahead and get straight to it. Dwayne Ruffins in the chat. Now, here's the deal. I know we hit 1,000 subscribers. I know we have a lot of our day ones, our hashtag one-timers, people that just love interacting with us from the chat, and we'll post the comments on the screen and everything. The channel is growing, Falcon fans, so we're going to get to as many comments as we can. But I'm telling you, the other night with Mark Cheney, we had about a good 100 comments. We left. It was just too much. And with special guests, we do try to let the special guests, have the platform because it's their time. They took the time out of their day to come talk with us on, our platform. So we want to make sure that we can give Mark, Miles Garrett, Smitty, Berto, Country, whoever's on the podcast, whoever the special guest may be, we want to make sure they get the time to not only let you know who they are, but of course their thoughts and views about the team. But yeah, it's just been really, really wild in the chat lately. But we love the support. We love all the comments because we're all Falcon fans at the end of the day. We even had a Saint fan show up the other day trying to find out what the hell is going on in Atlanta. All the podcasts in the world he could have been listening to. All the recipes about how to make different style king cake he could have been doing. But no, he wanted to watch one time for the fan and find out what the Falcon doing over there in Atlanta, baby. Dwayne Ruffins in the chat says, still smiling from ear to ear. Terry has really been cooked. Terry, which Terry is he talking about? He's talking about you, or he's talking about Terry F. Baby? Please say the baby.
Oh, he's talking about Terry F. Baby, who's been really cooking. That's who Deke is talking about. Good
Terry,
morning, Miss.
What are you cooking, Terry? What are you cooking for breakfast?
Oh, well, probably nothing. Probably gonna grab whatever's nearest and digest it when we get done this morning. I have to hop on these monitors and just make sure the world is safe for all Falcon kind. Well,
I feel you.
for everybody, not just the Falcons.
Well, you said the world is safe for all Falcons fans and Falcon kind. Top left corner behind you, Terry. How is 285 traffic? I-20 traffic behind you. Can we get 75? We're heading over to the comm center with Terry. Terry, can you give us an update on traffic in Atlanta?
Give me 1 second. Hey, Chopper Dave, how's it going? Yeah, how's 285 doing? Well, 285 sucks, Jack. How's I-75 going? Yeah, I-75 sucks, Jack. How's I-20 going? Jack. What about 400? Jack, 400 is DH, and you know what I mean when I say DH. This has been the traffic time for the fan. Thank you. Thanks, Chopper Dave.
I gotta give a big shout out to Country yesterday for bringing the whistle. I was looking for the whistle button on I was like, let me get the whistle button ready. Country said, hey, stop blowing the whistle. What the hell? That's my whistle. That's my whistle.
You know what?
You can't take our soundboard.
You know what was funny? I think one time for the fan had the most whistles on their show. That's what I got to kick out of. We had a lot of penalties yesterday, Jack. I don't know what was up with that, but
great time.
Got to work on it.
Football with content creators. Mark Cheney was on there. Smitty was on there. A1 was on there. NIL Berto, you got to pay him to show up. I don't know why he wasn't there. You got to pay him. And then who else we got? Country.
Was Twisted there? I think Twisted was there.
Twisted Torch was there, and JR from Pound for Pound 2 as well was there. I might be forgetting some people. I totally apologize. I was working on some football with my son before I joined. Big shout to Carrie, one time for the fan, our producer, who always making sure me and Terry is, in line with what we got to take care of. Like, hey man, y'all going live at this time? Make sure y'all live 9:15. Don't make it 9:17 again. None of that technical difficulty shit.
Right, that's right. Let's go 9:15, boys. Let's go.
Big
Good morning, Miss Terry, Lisa, Eric, my brother Darnell.
Big shout out to Bodie. Big shout out to everybody repping one time for the fan. Terry, this is going to be the hard part. Getting to the chat with the questions in the comments and then getting to our topics too as well. Because everybody's fired up about these Atlanta Falcons right now.
Yeah, they are. They really are. They
fired
really
up.
Are.
Jason Roberts woke up in a big mood. We got a defense with top 10 to top 5 potential with the top 10 offense barring no injuries. What time? Well, I'm sorry, I'm probably trying to say what a time to be a Falcons fan. Let me tell you something, Jason Roberts. You are definitely right about that. On this channel here, you're going to hear a lot of positivity from us when it comes to the Falcons. People have told me I'm probably one of the most positive Falcon fans out here. Just, how I speak about them, and I don't really look at the negatives, even though every team has negatives. We understand that. We always find ways to get better. Every player in that locker room wants to find a way to get better. They don't want to find a way to decline. They want to find a way to get better.
StreamYard is StreamYard.
Are you serious? Are you serious, Terry? Is StreamYard StreamYarding? StreamYard, don't do this to us. Oh, Lord. I think StreamYard might have cut us out. Here we go. Here comes the bullshit. Falcon fans, if you're listening, if you're watching, hold on a second. StreamYard is StreamYarding. It might be Terry. Everybody in the chat, if you can hear me right now, just drop a 1 in the chat quickly. If you can see me or hear me, just drop a 1 in the chat. I think StreamYard is StreamYarding. It might be Terry. I'm still on, Jack. Terry just froze. Terry got fucking 20 monitors behind him. He's pulling Wi-Fi from the neighbors. Neighbors came home like, what the fuck is this? Whose line is this? Who's this? I bet it's that guy with that truck again. Big shout to everybody in the chat. We're over here cracking up, Kerry. We're having a good time. Look, let's run back to the comments. Let's try to catch up to the chat. Pat is calling right now. Pat, if you're not on the podcast, you can't call. What are you doing? We're talking Falcons football. God damn it, Pat, put your Falcons hat on and get in the chat.
Oh.
Terry, did they catch you? Did the neighbors catch you? I got him again. This is the second time he done hit the box. I got him again, baby. He on the phone calling. I got him again. Now I got him on the ring camera. Look, he in the backyard right now.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Back there, Terry.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Guys, thanks for placing the 1 in the chat. So, Jack, they could hear us. They just couldn't see us.
Yeah, I mean, that's a StreamYard thing. And for those that's watching and listening, StreamYard messes up all the time. For those of y'all watch other content creators, it's not the creator. It's clearly StreamYard, the program that we're running it from, because they have a lot of technical issues. They posted on the screen too as well. Hey, you're having interference here. You're having network here. I'm not having no network or connection. I'm right now in the man cave. There's nothing here but a TV, router, some furniture. Like, I'm in a good spot. So StreamYard, don't F us up. We just hit 1,000 subscribers.
StreamYard is hating, man. They tried to hold us back, but they couldn't stop it, Jack.
Don't do it one day after Justin Simmons just joined the Falcons and Matthew Judon. They could be watching the fucking show. Jesus Christ.
Right.
StreamYard, don't do this to us.
Stop trying to hold back, StreamYard.
Remember we talked to Eddie Goldman the other day. He was like, "Oh yeah, I love watching podcasts. Yeah, I might even tune into y'all podcast from time to time if I get a chance."
Yeah, he did.
We have a lot of people that watch the show. StreamYard, don't do this to us. Darnell, Mr. Adamsville, Westside's in the chat. Jason Roberts, Carey, Kelvin Phelps is in the chat. Anthony's in the chat.
Hey.
We are celebrating a Thou Wow and Terry F. Baby making all the best moves for our Falcons. Come on, let's get it. Sterling Woods.
Let's go.
Good morning, Terry. How you feeling this morning?
Man, I'm feeling great. I am feeling great. I'm just excited because this is the first time in my 53 years, going to be 54 in November, Scorpio season. First time I've seen the Falcons be this aggressive. It's the first time. You signed a quarterback for a considerable amount of money, short term, but considerable amount of money. You drafted a quarterback. Number one, you said, damn the consequences, damn the opinions of anybody not in our camp. Let's go for it. Over the weekend, you had some injuries and you got better from it. You traded for Matthew Judon and you went out and got the best safety on the market, the best player on the market yesterday. So this is a different attitude, a different team, a different standpoint from my Atlanta Falcons. And as the young folks say, I'm here for it, Jack. I'm feeling good.
Shit.
How about you?
As the young folks would say, Terry, you're not that old. You're talking about the Matthew Judon, who's the 4-time Pro Bowler, Matthew Judon from the New England Patriots. You're talking about Matthew Judon, who got 66.5 career sacks in this whole year's play.
Yeah,
you're talking about 347 career tackles from Mr. Matthew Judon. You're talking about a guy that gets so explosive off the line that once the offense says height, you got to find out where the hell is number 9. Where is number 9? Where is he? There he is. If you don't get a body on that guy, he's going to get a body on you. And that can be the problem right there for most offenses this season. Justin Fields, Russell Wilson. Who else? What the fuck I say Russell Simmons for? Where I get that from? Russell Wilson. Who else? Pickens. That's the week 1 show. Najee Harris. That's the week 1. Y'all got to deal with that now. At first, everybody's looking around like, well, we got to deal with the Steelers. Now they got to deal with us.
Right.
I kept saying that we was already good enough on paper before Judon and before Justin Simmons with Jesse Bates and Grady and David coming back and everybody's back at 100%. And then you just go add these two phenomenal pieces of talent, just everything when it comes to being in the NFL, from the safety position to that pass rush. Falcon fans were crying about this, Terry. They were crying about this. Where is the pass rush? Not another. Ryan Nielsen is gone. Calais Campbell is gone. Bud Dupree is gone. How are we going to get back those 12 sacks? 2 players are gone. What are we going to do? Our defensive coordinator who changed up everything. Falcons said, hold on. Yo, y'all talking too much. Hold on. Let me go ahead and share what we can do. Went ahead and got Matthew Judon. Went ahead and got Justin Simmons too as well. I want to post this on the screen quickly. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. I know everybody's excited about talking Falcons football here tonight. I'm sorry, this morning. Go ahead and get this up. Justin Simmons, you're talking about in the past 5 seasons for Justin Simmons, 23 interceptions, tied for the most. This is a free agent, Terry, who just got signed to the Falcons. 23 interceptions, tied for the most, and 51 pass breakups. Second most, first amongst safeties in the past 5 seasons. Terry, this is a guy that sat in the free agency until mid-August. Mid-August, Falcon fans. And the situation with DeMarco Hellams goes down. A fan texted me yesterday, bro, we don't want to be rude to Hellams, but a fan texted me and said, yo, it's kind of like a thank you from Hellams. Like, yo, you went down and we got Justin Simmons out of it. We don't know. We don't want to just say that. But then there's other fans thinking, damn, if Hellams would have never went down, we probably would have never got Justin Simmons. He probably would have been a Saint. So I don't want to say it's the gift and the curse, or it's a blessing to, the bad situation that happened with DeMarco Hellams. I mean, that's our guy. That's my twin. But now you have Justin Simmons in the building. Now you have Matthew Judon in the building. And we can continue saying these names all day. But don't forget about the other guys, your Caden Ellis, your Zoe Carters, your Eddie Goldmans, Tyquan Graham. Tyquan Graham is a name we haven't even mentioned much on the show. Zach Harrison. Now all the damn news and media and everybody posting is going to Justin and Matthew. But don't forget about those other players that's going to be able to help, make this team, get over the top this season. So, Terry, I'm glad that we have a guy like Justin Simmons in the building. I'm glad that we have a guy like Matthew Judon in the building. And Terry is cooking. I must say that for the Falcon fans that's here in the chat, y'all should be really excited about what's going on right now. Is that mashed potatoes you cooking, Terry?
It's eggs. I'm scrambling some eggs this morning, and I'm dropping
whip it
in there.
You side angle whip the egg. You got to turn it and whip it.
Like this, like that. I'm making it.
Are you using a fork or using a spatula, Terry? Which one are you doing?
A spatula. I'm kind of
spatula.
Yeah, I put the spatula down. Now I'm using the fork. I'm kind of whipping it like that, right? Yeah.
Are you doing it like Gucci Man or like OJ the Juice Man? Which one are you? How you whipping it?
I'm gonna go with Gucci. My brother introduced me to Gucci, talking about Eric, and oh my God, it's so funny. We went, I forget where we went, but there's this one song by Gucci Man, should have been a lawyer, go to court so much I could have been anyway, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I played that song literally the entire way down, and my poor brother Eric Parker now hates that song. It's so funny. Every time that song comes on, he's like, no. So, my bad, BLB. My bad.
Nah, it's all good, man.
I'm gonna go with Gucci. That was the point. Gucci.
Hey, big shout to Gucci Mane. Big shout to everybody who's out here repping the Atlanta Falcons. I'm glad that people are up early in the morning. If you're on the way to work,
DSGB.
Big shout to DSGB Hall. If you're on the way to work, if you're on the way to the gym, if you're heading to go run some errands, if you're going to the park or getting your your daily routine in, for you to take some time to come talk to us here at One Time for the Fan, DSGB Hall, Dwayne Ruffin, Lisa Shepard, Baker JR, Benny Smith, Kenny Santabria. Thank you all for joining us here this morning, because we definitely want to wake you up on a Friday morning and talk Falcons football. We're super excited about this team. We're super excited about the vision that Raheem got these guys looking forward to. I mean, I was getting ready to pour Grey Goose in the orange juice this morning. Carrie's like, mimosas. Carrie, Carrie's in Florida. Mimosas. Y'all want to do mimosas?
Mimosas. What are we doing, Jack?
I'm gonna get back to the chat, and Carrie's gonna look at the topics. Where mimosas wasn't on the topic list, guys. Where'd you guys get this one, huh? Big shout to Carrie. Big shout to Lisa Shepard. Benny Smith said, "What's up, guys? Rise up." Terry, Kenny's in the chat. He said, "What's up, fellas? Terry F. Baby is super cooking."
Super cooking indeed, Kenny. Super.
You talking about cooking? You might have to get somebody on the podcast who definitely knows about cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Senior Executive Chef Matt from the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We've had him on the show before. All the food that comes from a Mercedes-Benz Stadium, when you talk about the new Freddy Burger that's getting ready to drop this season, I'm sure Falcon fans will be able to see the Freddy Burger next week. Falcons Jags. That new Molly B's area, that new lounge premium space that's right there by the overlook area as soon as you walk in through gate 2. But then, of course, the lobster mac and cheese, a lot of the food that fans eat at the stadium, and the pricing too as well. Well, a lot of that comes from Senior Executive Chef Matt. And, he went viral as well earlier this year for his video on yeah, I got you, Terry. He went viral this year for his video with the mop sauce. Remember the mop sauce video, Terry? Mm-hmm. Where fans were upset about the young lady who was cooking in the southwestern barbecue grill area, and she was using the mop with the bucket of barbecue sauce over the ribs and the meat. People were like, "What are you doing? You can't do that."
That's disgusting.
You guys don't know the backstory behind that. So there's actually mops that are designed to do that for cooking. So Chef Matt was able to come on the show. We talked about it. He had over, I think, 2 million views on that video. People saw the video of the mop sauce and the young lady doing that. They didn't look behind the camera and see that's Chef Matt holding the phone. So big shout out to Chef Matt. He's going to be here next week talking Falcons football with us. We have a Chef's Corner segment happening this year. that we'll be explaining to you all. First time ever for most content creators from what I see. Chef's Corner. That's going to be great for what you guys can prepare for your game days. So just be prepared for that. And it's coming from the senior executive chef at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Like we're not going to Applebee's and picking up the cook. Like, yo, bro, let me holler at you real quick. We're going to the Mercedes-Benz. We're hollering at my boy, Chef Matt, senior executive chef. Carrie said, you're still on the Jack. You're still on Jack, just Terry frozen. That's cool. Terry, that's when you stole that neighbor's Wi-Fi and they ran outside and caught you earlier.
Must be, Jack. Must be. You know what? Got to be better, man. Got to be better at disguising it. Like the Falcons are going to be disguising coverage this up and coming season. Jack, let me tell you something. It is so interesting. It's so interesting at just the turns a year can take, right? If we roll back time to April 23rd, April 24th, whenever the draft was, we had signed Kirk Cousins and everybody was like, well, they had to do it, but whatever, Kirk's old, he's whatever. You spent all of this money. You invested all of this money into this quarterback and he's old and blah, blah, blah. And then we draft Penix and they say, oh, what are you doing? Oh, this is funny. You already have a quarterback. It's going to create a controversy. Oh, you crazy Falcons. And we go from that. Right? We signed the receivers that we do. Yeah, Rondell Moore went down, but, we still got a litany of characters. We signed Mooney. We signed Ray McLeod. We already have weapons. You look at the defense, and we had 3 injuries over the weekend, and Terry F. Baby went out and got 2 studs. And still – the narrative on the national media regarding those moves was like that, right? And it doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they think. I think that this team is going to do some damage. I don't know if they're going to win a Super Bowl, but they have the capability to go on the run, Jack. I've not seen this from a Falcons organization. Yes, we typically go out and get moves, but the pattern of this team prior to this year was one big move, everything else okay. One big move, everything else okay. Maybe in 2008, when we drafted Matt Ryan, I think the big move we made was Michael the Burner Turner, okay? We drafted Julio. In 2016, we signed Alex Mack. But never have I seen them make 3 big moves in a year. This team is committed. I think they're going to kill the narrative. I think they're going. I really think they're going to make some waves, Jack. I do.
Falcons fans, you're hearing what Terry is saying. Give your thoughts in the chat about Terry Fontenot. Like he came here in Atlanta a couple years ago. Cap hell. We talked about that. The Matt Ryan situation, the Julio Jones situation. Matt, of course, then Matt Ryan contract, but then Matt Ryan also declining coming to the end of his career. So they had to make moves to find out who could be their quarterback, right? Who's going to be their future here in Atlanta? They tried to go with Mariota with the bridge gap. Then they had Desmond Ridder. That didn't work out. Taylor Heineke. That didn't work out. Now they got Kirk Cousins. After that, you go get Michael Penix, like you said. But you really worked everything up, Terry, from all your cap moves and getting rid of players and signing 1-year deals. You worked all those years to get to this moment, the final year of Terry's contract, where I think the extension is coming soon. That's probably the next move we're going to see is Terry has been extended to like 2029 or something here in Atlanta.
I would hope so.
Arthur Smith and they tried to work together and they had to vouch for Desmond. And now you have Raheem Morris in the building. You have a star-studded group of coaches, players, coaches too as well. Coaches that players want to play for, coaches that players want to work with, right? And you got not only Kirk Cousins, $100 million quarterback, but you also got Michael Penix. You got the future. They've already put that out there. This is the now. This is the later. Fans are accepting that. That the Falcons are standing on business everywhere they go, right? There's no more dancing and beating around the bush. Remember last year with Arthur Smith with the Joker position? Oh, yeah, he's the Joker. Well, what's the Joker? You'll see. Look what I can do, as country would say. But
why so serious, Batman?
You know what I'm saying? It's like
let's put
the Falcons get on business. The fans were calling for a pass rusher. Don't listen to just Jack Spade and Terry. Look at go back and look at your tweets. Go back and look at people talking in these groups. For those that have good memory, go back and look at May, April. when fans were saying, where is the pass rusher? You didn't get Dallas Turner. You didn't get Latu. You didn't get Jared Verse. You got a quarterback. Then they get through the draft. Okay, Brandon Trice. Okay, Dorless. Okay, Rook. Okay, that's cool. Where is the pass rusher? Who's getting us to 42, 50 something? Where is the guy? We want to see an Aaron Donald. Somebody on the, not saying Aaron Donald. We want to see somebody like a young Von Miller, right? They want to see somebody like a, give me another pass rusher, Terry, a Daniel Hunter. They want to see somebody who can, get after it.
Mm-hmm.
And then randomly, of course, not after, Brandon Trice went down, so that was sad to see. But the Falcons making a move to go get Matthew Judon, I don't care about the age. For them to go call the Patriots and work these trade talks, that right there shows that Terry is really thinking about this team. For those of you that said, Terry, he's an undercover Saints fan. No, he's not. You can see Terry didn't want to win.
Mm-hmm.
He want to win for this city.
Mm-hmm.
They want to win for this organization. They want to win for everybody, for every single one of you fans in the chat. They want to say, hey, y'all, our first winning season this year under Terry Fontenot, of course, Raheem Morris. Raheem Morris just want to get out there and look at 3-7 this season with that roster. Raheem's thinking about, hey, man, I won a Super Bowl in L.A. with Matthew Stafford. Watch what we can do with Kirk Cousins, a guy that I really know. I was with him back in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
He knows the system, too. He's familiar with some of the coaches that has coached around me. Raheem stood on business from the first day he took that job.
Mm-hmm.
And then Michael Penix, to see what he has done already through camp, and then last week against the Dolphins, I think he went 9 for 14, 104 yards.
Mm-hmm.
All in the pocket, clean jersey. I don't know why he didn't give me the jersey. I asked him, I said, yo, Michael Penix, let me get the jersey. He won't get to me. But still, you got Falcon fans that's in the chat that was concerned about two things: a free safety, because y'all were dogging Richie, and a pass rusher because Ryan Nielsen wasn't here, Calais wasn't coming back, but Dupree didn't come back, Grady and Davis come back from injury. You guys can't really put trust into Arnold Ebiketie just yet, and even though he's in his third year or so. D'Angelo Malone, you haven't seen him, get to his ability of what he can do because Arthur Smith wasn't using him well. Zoe Carter hasn't even had like 5 sacks. Like, y'all were doubting the pass rush until about less than 48 hours ago. Now, oh my gosh, the fan base, Terry, it's like we're all walking into church together. Like everybody's just praising the Falcons right now. Even teams outside of the NFC. Outside of the NFC South are praising the players outside of the NFC South are praising the Falcons. Media, journalists. Look, Terry, look everywhere. People are talking about the Falcons now quickly after signing 2 players, 2 free agents, quickly moved up here. That's it. All it took was 48 hours. You got a pass rusher, you got a safety. Whoop. Falcons are now contenders. We've been said that.
Yes.
We've been said that with Jesse Bates, with Grady Jarrett, with Chris Lindstrom, the best guard in the league, with Bijan Robinson, damn near the best running back in the league. We've been said that. But these 2 players now has us as contenders. No, they just took us over the top.
Yes,
we already knew we were pushing playoffs. We already knew we were pushing the division winning. Yes. We already knew that. Outrunning the South has been talked about since fucking April.
Yes, it has.
Outrunning the South was not brought up yesterday when they got in the building. That was preached to the players since Raheem first walked in.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can really try to look at the outrunning the South. Bro, look at these Saints fans. Do I have the message from that Saints fan that said the reason why the Saints lost Justin Simmons is because Mickey Loomis spent all that money on players that they should have never been spending that money for? Mm-hmm. That's Saints fans talking about why they couldn't get Justin Simmons. And now Saints fans are posting gifs of them just pissed that the fact that they could have got a guy that they know they wanted that could have made their defense better. Mm-hmm. Right now, there's a stat that came out the other day, Terry, about the top 10 teams that's fighting for the number 1 pick in the draft next year, and the Saints are on that list. The Panthers are on that list. Falcon fans, you don't see the Falcons on that list.
Hopefully, the Saints and Bucks and Panthers can race each other for the number 1 pick. I'm fine with it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You know, you got teams like I said, the Panthers. I mean, look at the teams this season you got to play against. I mean, the injury bug is hitting everybody. Mm-hmm. But after you get through those first 3-4 weeks, look at Telvin Phelps. He said, I'm not worried about KC anymore. Mm-mm. You have Matthew Judon, Justin Simmons, Jesse Bates, Grady Jarrett, a revamped defense, but you also have Hollywood Brown. He's out for KC. Rashee Rice, I don't know if they're going to drop the bag on him in a minute because it's like, yo, Remember what you did, bro? Hold on. Remember what you did? Hold on. Roger Goodell, I mean, this is like the Alvin Kamara moment when, he sucker punched Buddy in the club and they jumped him. Like, we're waiting for the ruling of, NFL, jump down on this cat. Like, you saw what he did in the offseason. Jump down on the cat. Now's your chance to do it.
So, I'm not worried about – let me tell you something. I wasn't worried about San Francisco before this one. I was concerned, but I wasn't worried about them. But I'm really not worried about any team now because what yesterday's move does is it allows us to play any kind of game we want. You want to play a defensive game? That's fine. We can do that. We can do that. We can win a 17-13. You want a shootout? We can do that too. It gives us flexibility. It gives this defense definite flexibility. You essentially have two safeties that can play free or strong. Both of them have the ability to do that. So when you come out and see how we are aligned, you don't know who's the strong. You don't know who's the free safety. And it really gives us a leg up. That secondary became a whole lot better yesterday. That front seven became a whole lot better the day before yesterday. And what this means is that this defensive team, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but this defensive team has the ability to carry us. They have the ability to carry us. We can come out and we can knock heads with anybody. We can come out and we can finesse anybody. We can come out, we can run over anybody. We are a multi-dimensional team. That's what that did.
You're right. You're definitely right about that, Terry. You're looking at also for Falcon fans that's, been in that situation where your blood pressure was boiling in the third and fourth quarter because you don't know if your defense can hold this lead.
Right.
I think that changes. I think the Josh Dobbs randomly joining a team and, not knowing the players of his team and going out there and torching you, I don't think that's going to happen again. You're going to have teams that they're going to have to fight for this win against the Falcons. They're going to have to fight. In the past, you can see it. Damn, this team just dominated us from the first quarter to the fourth. They just straight dominated us. You're not going to see that no more. You have an offense that could go up against, pretty much match up against anybody's offense. I'm giving a big shout out to Kirk Cousins because of that. Then you have a defense that can match up with anybody's offense too as well because you have Jesse Bates, Grady Jarrett, AJ Terrell, Matthew Judon, Justin Simmons. You see what I'm saying? I can keep naming the names. I can trust that. Look at the film of Justin Simmons. He's also a top 100 player too as well. Let's not forget that. He's a top 100 player. Jesse Bates, top 100. You got players that's in this circle that's just they're going to take the Falcons to another level.
They are.
And for me as a Falcon fan, I'm just proud of everybody, man. I'm truly, truly proud of everybody in this organization. Comments are rolling in fast. We got a little bit more time left here on the show. Dave's in the chat. He said, when will you guys are able to be monetized? That actually happens in a matter of a couple hours, man. Probably by Sunday night show will be monetized too as well. Everything's already cleared and stuff. Dave, Terry doesn't know. Dave doesn't know. I've been super busy. Like, Terry, I've been like, if it wasn't for this podcast, I'd be like, Zoom, I'm out. I got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? So Terry knows, we talked about it in the chat the other day, Kerry and Bodie and everybody, we have a little meeting coming up. We'll talk about, what we got going on because it's not only just about, being monetized, but we're taking one time for the fan to the next level. We want fans to really enjoy the show. And hopefully we can get away from StreamYard because they're trying to StreamYard us. And we don't like those connection interferences every now and then. So, CBS, you looking for 2 more? No, it's funny. But no, man, it's happening. It's happening. 1,000 subscribers together. Matter of fact, a big shout out to Dave because Dave was pretty much in here when we had like 10 subscribers, right? When we first started. And Dave would be here talking Falcons with us. He's a diehard Atlanta Falcon fan, but he's also a fan of One Time for the Fan, and he's just been in the channel. He's been in the chat supporting the show, talking with fans. And he's been here for a couple of seasons when we were doing this where we had a losing record, Terry. We wasn't winning. We, of course, would win some games here and there, but we had a losing record. But Dave was one of the ones who would come in here and be positive about the team. Hey, y'all, I'm hoping for better days. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe somebody can get us right. He was here for Arthur Smith, right? He was here for Mariota. He was here for Riddle. We talked about it here in the channel. Now, as you see where we're at now with Raheem, I know Dave is excited. But I gotta thank you, Dave, because you're a big part of helping us get to where we are today. Big shout out to Dave. Archangel's in the chat. You said one time for the fan on the road. You know we're on the road this season. Rise up to our fan club. You know we have all the events too as well. I'll post some information shortly for the fans that want to travel to a lot of the away games. We have events and everything going on. But yes, we have a podcast that's going to be on the road this season. And of course, we have One Time for the Fan on our social media, so you can follow us there. So you guys can see what we have going on. People in the chat, it's going down in a major way. Let me try to go from the bottom here, Terry, and roll back up the comments. That's what happens on a Friday show. One Time for the Fan is from the fan for the fans. The fans show up, we have our topics, and then we have to throw the topics pretty much out the window because the fans come in here and they talk Falcons football, and that's what we want to hear. We want to hear Falcons. This channel is for y'all. It's from the fan. It's for the fan. Y'all should be prepared to be like, yo, One Time for the Fans going live today. I got a bunch of shit to say. All right, bet. Drop it in the chat. We'll talk about it. Bring your questions too as well. Ask us about the 53. Ask us about Richie Grant. Ask us about Clark Phillips. We'll be glad to answer it. You know,
hey,
Eric Parker.
We got to give Deshaun some love, Jack. So
you got to give Deshaun some love, man, because Deshaun been in here.
I don't know if you saw it, but I believe on the podcast Wednesday he did a tribute to us, and it was great.
He did, and I believe that's the one where Mark Cheney jumped in, and then the comments just kept rolling. And I'm talking about we had over 200-300 comments. So it was like, I apologize, Deshaun. We know your question is first in the chat. You try to stomp us with the music trivia. You try to stomp us with the Falcons trivia. Come on back Sunday night, Deshaun.
Yeah, he did. Well, he did a tribute to us, and what was funny is on yesterday's show. Wait, so go back to Deshaun's comment.
I'm going back. Yep,
that's good. All right, and so you know how Deshaun always ends it with yeek, right?
Yeah.
So somebody, I don't know, I can't remember the person's name. It wasn't Deshaun, but there was like something about the Falcons. Yeek, but it was in the same format, and I was like, oh, I was happy for Deshaun because I just, I thought that was a shout out. So anyway, I wanted to give him his props. Deshaun, thank you, brother. We did see you the other day.
Jack, Deshaun is old Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? When you hear that yeek, that's old Atlanta. We ain't talking about out of town, man. We talking about old Atlanta.
Yeah.
You gotta know you from here. You know yeet. That's real Southern style players, man. That's real stuff you got to look at and say, yo, that's Box, Chevy, Cutlass, Regal pulling up on your ass days in Atlanta. That's 112 Crow's Nest. You know what I'm saying? Jazzy Tees.
Yeah.
You don't know Atlanta. Don't be out here trying to do it. You got to know Atlanta to know that yeet. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I met my wife at 112. Deshaun is doing a movie about
the
a
Yeet movement
dance team. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I, for one, I can't wait for it to get made because that's my area. That's where I came up in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very interested to see that, and I think it's going to be
authentic. Shot it, go.
Yeah.
Go, shot it, go.
Yeah.
Go. You had to. What? Terry, what the? Get damn it, Terry. Now, how about to blow the whistle? I remember that was a move. That was that KP and Envy. I had to think about it. I was about to blow the whistle. And I was like, wait a minute. No, that's that KP. That's that KP and Envy.
The only one I can still do.
Come on, man. No, Terry had hair. He was in the club.
I did have hair. I did. Look, I had the fade. It was, hey man, your boy, what you young folks? Your boy was dripped out, man. Your boy was dripped. It was saucy. Wait, is that cool, or do we need to throw a pause? Is saucy okay for?
I'm gonna because of Matthew Judon and Justin Simmons, all whistles have been banned until next week Wednesday's show. So thank you to Justin Simmons and Matthew Judon, because normally we blow the whistle.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Michael's in the chat. Can we still bring in Witherspoon and Renfro for less than $4 million combined?
Why not? Why not?
Anything is possible with Terry Fontenot.
Look.
I want to give my answer like, I don't know about Witherspoon, Akil, and, Renfro. He has to go past the physical. Nah, F that. Anything is possible.
I mean, why not? Why? Honestly, Jack, why not? You're here. You're here now. You've made those moves. Hey, let me tell you something. When you are storming the castle of your opposition, you don't go in there and say hi. You kick that door down like a banshee, punch the first person you see in the face, and let's go.
It's usually a Saints fan
all.
wearing a 49ers jacket. But Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Jabri Harper's in the chat.
Jabri.
Vincent Coakley's in the chat. Look at the positivity from the fans. Look, I'm just going to go over the comments here. Look at the positivity from the fans from Justin Simmons and the Matthew Judon signing. The same positivity. I don't want to talk bad about the fan base. The same positivity was here back in April and May and June, July. I see the comments. We talk to fans. The chat is always live and lit. There's really no negativity in the chat. But the amount of comments that has happened in the past 48 hours here on this channel, because we had a pop-up show with Country last night and the content creator crew. And then Wednesday, we had the show with Mark Chaney when the news of Matthew Judon had dropped. Matter of fact, we had mentioned Justin Simmons' name on Wednesday more than we mentioned Matthew Judon's name because we was waiting for more breaking news, Terry, on Wednesday that they would sign Justin Simmons. Then we wake up the following morning and all hell breaks loose when big shout out to Sue Cravens too as well. Falcon fans, you guys don't know, Sue is a former player that played alongside of Justin Simmons. He broke the news first. And fans had took the post and said, who is this guy? Remember that in the chat, Terry? He was like, let's get a confirmed report before. Let's make sure Adam and Ian says it first. But Sue's played in the league. He also works for, I think he works for CBS. So like Sue came out and said, hey, man, I need my props. Somebody give me my recognition. Like I broke the news that Justin was going to Atlanta. But everybody overlooked Sue and went straight to Adam and the big dogs. He doesn't have a blue check. Right? And plus people probably forgot that he played in the NFL. Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport didn't play in the NFL. Why y'all care so much about that? The player posted it. The player that knows Justin Simmons posted it. And then Chris Harris Jr. posted it too as well. So these are players that played alongside Justin Simmons. Right? But just to know that there's an excitement in the locker room, right? Alongside of David and Grady and Eddie and Taekwon and Zach, Rook and Dorless, AJ Terrell, like different groups are now getting better. D. Alford posting the red and black circle, the emojis, with the smoke emoji saying rise up yesterday, and fans were looking like, D. Alford posted that? Wait a minute. D. Alford's in your secondary. Oh, shit. They must know something. A lot of times the players do know something. Maybe they found out yesterday morning that they was getting Justin Simmons, but they just can't say nothing. I think Raheem will keep that in building. He wouldn't go out there and tell the media, hey, we're doing this. But Jesse Bates, let me talk to you. How would you feel about Justin Simmons coming here? That's some stuff that they would do. I mean, it's players. It's the organization. But fans in the chat, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I want to say thank you again to everybody that's in here. Look, Kim Patty's in the chat. I am so pumped for this season. I never imagined that we would get Judon and Simmons in the same day. This team sounds different, looks different, and will play different. Big shout out to Kim too as well. Big shout out to your husband, David. Man, I want to say thank y'all for comments like this. Look at McCartney in the chat. Terry cooking like Waffle House after the club. Hey, that line long, ain't it, Bo?
Scattered, smothered, and covered on two. All right.
You walking in there, you looking at how you look at you as soon as you walking in there. Yeah, let me get I don't even know why the fuck y'all even look at the menu. Y'all finna say All-Star Special.
All-Star Special.
Yeah, bro. How long you been living in Atlanta? Bro, about 30 years, bro. Let me get hey, with this All-Star, do y'all you know it.
That's right.
You just coming from the club.
That's right.
That's the comment of the day right there.
Cooking like Waffle House. Soak up some beer or some alcohol at 2:00 in the morning when you too afraid to go home because you might not see straight. Don't go
to the one on Piedmont. Just stay away from that one on Piedmont, boy.
Going over to the Waffle House, get you some grits, some eggs, let it soak up that liquor. You know what I mean? You want to?
I will say, Terry, because this is breakfast with one time for the fan. I hate those moments when you go to Waffle House and you're expecting like a light crowd and you get in there and it's like, where do these people come from?
It's the club, right? It's the club.
Or even still, when I used to go out, club a lot. Everybody gets out now and then, but we would go to the club, we're pulling up. Of course, we were stunners back in the day, so we might have the cars with the speakers and 215s, 412s, that type of thing. I got a JLW, I got a W7. So my W7, the magnet is like, the magnet's up here and the bottom of it's like right here. She's talking about 412s and one speaker. But you pulling up, old schools, whipping, get to the Waffle House after the club. You probably just left Central Station, probably just left the VU. Hey, if you're up past 2 at the VU, you sneaking and geeking. You probably just pull up over there and you get to the Waffle House at 4 in the morning and then Where the hell are these police officers out here? Where the cook smoking a cigarette? What the hell's going on?
Right.
Like, I want some Waffle House. It just be random. 4:14 in the morning.
Yeah.
You get to the Waffle House, and you can't even sit down. Right?
Yeah.
That's just Atlanta for you. Out of towners come over here, and they're like, oh, this is great. We went there at 9 o'clock in the morning, had a full breakfast, and sat down. That's good. I'm glad you could. You should see when we went there at 4 in the morning. Couldn't sit down.
Yeah. Had to stand up.
Had to stand up.
To go.
Hey, my boy said all-star special indeed. And he said the one by Strokers. Sheesh, you over there 78 tough, ain't you?
Oh, man.
Jeez. As soon as he get that bag, he whipped down 78. I know you floor it. I know you punch it as soon as you get back on 78. Because if you over there past 1 a.m., 12 ain't out down that strip from Brockett straight down to Hugh Howell, boy. You go ahead and hit. Hey, don't. I don't know if 12 listening or watching, but I coach you on some things now. You want to take off? I'll coach you on some things now.
Hey.
We got old schools, man. We used to whip them, man. You already know what it is. Archangel said, oh, my God, I used to be at Central Station. That place was a problem. Man, Central Station was them. That was one of them. Oh, man, that was going to be a long night when you knew you was going to Central Station. You talking about old Atlanta, man. That's where see, Deshaun, see what you started? We went from Yeek straight to old Atlanta. I'm sure Deshaun's in the house like, cranking that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, man. Real Atlanta. And this is the moment that fans are excited. Look at the energy on the podcast. It doesn't have to go for just the Falcons. It just goes for Atlanta. Like, we just represent this city well. We're Hawks fans, most of us. Braves fans, a lot of us. Dogs fans, go Dogs. That's number one.
Go Dogs.
You can't see what the Falcons are doing right now. The city's about to turn around. Right? Don't forget about the development in the city too as well. They're rebuilding right there by the stadium, new hotels, new buildings. By next year, this city is going to look totally different for should be NFC championship winning team, for a Super Bowl run winning team. I mean, I'm hoping for these things.
Could be a Super Bowl winning team. You never know.
I'm all for it. But Falcon fans, this has been great. Talking Falcons football. We talked Matthew Judon and Justin Simmons for a good 48 to 72 hours now, since about Wednesday. So Sunday night, let's come back. Let's talk Falcons, Ravens, post show. Pretty much see what's going on from there. I know tomorrow night there's gonna be a lot of the backups. Tomorrow afternoon there's a lot of the backups out there. And of course, we're looking to see who's gonna be making this 53. They're gonna try to build up that depth. But right now, Terry, my 53 is almost complete. It's almost complete. I don't want to go over it Sunday nights. I don't want to throw people, to the wall when they have one more preseason game left. But probably next week's Sunday show, we'll go over who can make the 53. Because that Tuesday that follows the Jaguars game, they're cutting that roster.
Okay.
And we're not going to bash players in here, but come back Sunday night, Falcon fans. Not this Sunday, next week Sunday. Let's go over the 53 together.
Let's do it.
We're not going to bash players because we think they might get cut or they didn't do well at camp. Every team is doing this. Even the players know it, that you might get that call Tuesday morning. Hey, bring your playbook to the office. You guys seen Hard Knocks from years ago. When you get that call and it said, Flowery Branch. Bam. Yeah, coach. Yeah, I know. Playbook's in hand.
Oh, man.
I'm right outside the door. You can open it. Okay. Wait, my parking pass too? So you say no? But coach told me a player walking by. Coach told me I thought I was gonna be on practice squad.
Oh wow.
You've been cut. No, this is a joke. It's a joke. Players out here fighting for their jobs. They have families. We laugh and joke, but there's no bashing. Even players joke about some of this stuff too as well. So don't look at one time for the fan like that's not right. You can't talk about players getting cut. Yes, I can. Because that's the business. That's what happens. It's 90 people. They got to make it to 53. And it's a difficult 53 to make. In the past, Terry, with Smith, Quinn, or even, some of the rosters that we looked at, it was hard to make the 53, Terry. Like I was looking over there like, damn, who's going to be the starting? Okay, who's the starting cornerback? Okay, who's going to be the starting safety? Okay, now it's a little bit easy. I know it's Jesse Bates. I know it's Justin Simmons. I know Richie Grant will be there. I know AJ will be there. I know Clark will be there. I know D. I know Mike. I know Zoe. I know JD Bertram. The 53 is building up right in front of your eyes, Falcon fans. You're just looking for the depth now. What starter position are we still trying to fill on the 53? What starter position? Everything is filled.
Yeah, I don't think
everything is filled. We're going into the season like this. We're waiting for the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers over there like, Justin, how you doing? My arm feels better today. Ask Russell. They don't even know who their quarterback is. Mm-hmm. You got other teams that don't even know who their starting wide receiver. There are other teams that don't even know who their starting guard is and tackle. Mm-hmm. Falcons sitting over there like this. Yeah, we got our starting 11 ready on both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that's an advantage, Jack? Do you knowing who your starting 11 is on both sides? Do you think now it's just about, okay, we've identified who these players are. So do you think those players can relax and more so game plan and get ready?
Yeah, that's why you rest your starters. That's why you rest your starters.
Yeah.
Bijan already knows he's out there on the field week 1 against the Steelers. He already knows his amount of touches and carries he's going to get. And you can see from NFL Network and all these people about Bijan's going to be this McCaffrey. Bijan already knows, hey, I got a heavy bulk load this season.
Mateo, we got a Mateo sighting, Jack.
Big shout out to Mateo. A lot of fans in the chat too, as well, has also been on the podcast. You have Archangel who's been on the podcast. William Amy hasn't been on this podcast, but of course, I've chatted up with William Amy on other podcasts too, as well. And of course, Mateo's here in the chat. Falcon fans are alive and lit, man. I just want to say thank y'all again. I'm gonna say thank y'all a million times because we reached 1,000 subscribers from the fans.
Thank y'all.
I didn't go sign up 1,000 bots. Terry didn't sign up 1,000 bots. This ain't the Matrix. These are fans who is really excited about One Time for the Fan. They rock with us and they really enjoy what we bring to the channel. Jamal Hill said, Brockett Road, I'm still over here.
And I'm gonna tell them about you. I'm going to tell them about a world without rules. Where's that from? Which Matrix?
Say it again.
I'm going to tell them about a world without rules.
That's not Matrix 1 because he would never have said that.
It is Matrix 1.
Are you serious?
Yes. It's at the end of Matrix 1 where he's talking to Smith and he says, I'm going to tell him about you. Yeah, I escaped. Well, he doesn't say yeah, I escaped, but he's like, I'm going to tell him about you, a world without rules.
Yes. Yeah. Damn, there's so many Matrix out there. And then plus, from the Matrix, I'm really on that John Wick shit. So it's like Keanu, you know what I'm saying? Like Matrix, John Wick, like which movie did he say something like that?
Yeah.
But it's great, man. Talking to all the Falcon fans here. Jabri is in the chat. Archangel said, #one time. Terry, we talked a little bit about Falcons. Let's get to some upcoming events and shout outs so we can wrap up this podcast here this morning.
Tomorrow, Jack. We got one tomorrow. Go ahead.
We sure do. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull it up here so Falcon fans can see what is going on. We do have a meet and greet tomorrow for fans that want to come out, hang out, have a good time. And of course, watch the what? Watch the Falcons play
against the Ravens.
Let me pull it up here. StreamYard is StreamYarding, so we'll let them StreamYard for just a second. Falcons-Ravens preseason game is going down at Benchwarmers, right over there in Stockbridge, 1375 Rock Quarry Road. We have a lot of content creators and a lot of fans that's going to be heading over there to come watch the Falcons versus Ravens. It's an early game. It's at 12 o'clock. So for fans that want to hang out and chill with some other Falcon fans, grab some drinks and some food. Just talk Falcons football. Wear your Falcons gear. This is the season, right? This is the time where fans can show up and support their team. And I got some people, some good friends of mine, they're on the way to Baltimore right now, right? They don't care if it's preseason, right? They're on the way to go, eat the crab cakes because Baltimore's, known for those crab cakes. Probably hang out over there where they shot the wire. Probably don't want to do that, but people might do that as well. And then, of course, Falcons, Ravens. I don't know if Lamar Jackson's playing. I know no Kirk Cousins is not playing. And you'll see some Michael Penix. But, the last preseason game we had a couple injuries. So we want to make sure these players get off the field healthy because all the excitement about all these, new movements that we made and all these new guys in the building, we don't want to lose people. Right. So let's hope that these players can get off the field healthy as possible tomorrow, because next week against the Jags, we probably might see more of the, that fight from a lot of players that want to make the 53. So players going to be throwing their body around a little bit more, pretty much in, situations where, you don't want Bijan Robinson in the game. You don't want Kirk Cousins in the game. But then again, you don't want, a young up and coming player to get out like Braylon Trice. You saw the situation with him last week, too, as well. That was sad to see. So Falcon fans, come on out tomorrow. We're going to be at Bench Warmers, 1375 Rock Quarry in Stockbridge. You can get there around 11 a.m., 11:30. Some people might even show up a little bit after. That's all cool. It's just Falcon fans talking Falcons football and watching the Falcons play. Now, Terry, let's get down to the nitty gritty. There's a lot of fans here that's going to be traveling on the road this season. Am I right, Terry?
You are right, sir. With
And
the Rise Up Tour.
The Rise Up Tour fan club.
That banner you have behind you.
You can see it right there.
Put this up here. I'm at a disadvantage because the wall is covered, and I don't even think I can get back there. But I got to figure it out.
So what you want to do is you'll probably want to use the monitors and just put the logo, like the JPEG, on your screen, so that way you don't have to hang up the whole entire flag right here. This right here is the flag that'll get you kicked out. This is not stadium approved, but I'm bringing it to every stadium. So you might see me arguing with security in Philadelphia week 2. They're gonna be like, "What the hell you got that big ass flag?" Because I can. So Falcon fans, we do have some information coming up about Philadelphia. If you are heading to Philadelphia, we're taking care of our final crossing the T's and dotting the I's on that event there. But we do have a bus trip coming up to Carolina if Falcon fans want to go out and hang out with some Falcon fans as we go and smack the Carolina Panthers with 2 of our new players, Matthew Judon and Justin Simmons. The Rise Up Tour fan club, you see it. It's right over there. Bus trip to Carolina, October 13th. It's $100 per person if you are not a member of the Rise Up Tour fan club. If you are a member, make sure you check your cheat sheet so you can get your discounted rate. And then we're going to have tailgate information dropping shortly. So I think Sunday I'll come back and let y'all know about the tailgate information. It's going to be like first come, first serve with the tailgate information. Once we reach a certain amount of people, we're going to have to shut it down because we already have a bus full of folks pulling up. Then we're going to have, some additional folks that want to hang out and have a tailgate. But there is a small fee for the tailgate, right? Everything's not free. So we want to make sure people can have a good time. But it is going to be free food, free drink when you get out there and have a good time, the type of shit we do. But big thank you to everybody that's out there repping the Rise Up Tour fan club. Of course, with all these events and everything we have coming up, it's truly amazing that everybody's a part of this. We also have the bus trip to Tampa. This one is a overnight Rise Up Tour fan club. Once again, you see it right there. Bus trip to Tampa, October 26th, my birthday. So that party is going to be lit in Tampa. Falcon fans are probably in the chat like, wait, y'all throw parties and stuff? Yeah. We are the ones that throws the party on the road for the Falcon fans. A lot of y'all probably have been to some of our events. Vegas this year, but London last year. I mean, New Orleans, we've been doing it for years. Tennessee last year, we had the rooftop party. But so many events we put on the road for Falcon fans. We just love to make sure that fans have a good time. That's all it's about, making sure fans have a good time. Price is $150 per person for non-members. Members, check your email. You can get your discount. Sign up at the riseuptourfanclub.com/Tampa. You can go ahead and get your information right there. And, of course, we have the host hotels, too, as well. We do a lot with the members of our group. So we've rented out a block of rooms at the 4 Points by Sheraton Suites, Tampa Airport, West Shore. So you can go ahead and get on that. Hal Pool. Big shout out to Hal Pool, too, as well. Terry, remember Hal Pool? Mr. I don't F with Matt Ryan. He texted me the other day. He was like, "Hey, Jack, what's the hotel down in Tampa, man? I be watching the podcast all the time. What's the hotel down in Tampa?"
Shout out to
him. He's like, I'm in there, man. I see y'all down there. So big shout out to Hal Pool, the host hotel. 4 Points by Sheraton. Yes, there's a party in Tampa too as well. Everywhere we go, we do something. So it doesn't matter. And it could be a big party too as well, where we have, the DJ and the lights and the smoke and all that stuff. Or it could be just a nice little kickback. Some cities provide like a kickback. Like Philadelphia might be a kickback vibe. I don't think y'all want to go party with Eagles fans the night before the game. I'm just going to be straight up real with y'all. So we might just be a kickback in Philly because everybody's talking to me in Philly's like, yeah, don't let them lose that Packer game. Y'all going to have a tough experience when y'all come back, when y'all come down here. So Falcon fans, it's going to be great that everybody can, travel to these cities, get out, have a good time. But Terry, dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That sounds like Go Dogs. Falcon fans, we have that Georgia, Alabama bus trip. Now, this does not provide tickets to the game. For the fans that were hitting me up about Jack, does the trip to Tuscaloosa provide tickets to the game? It does not. These are just for the the bus trip down to the game. You can go tailgate, you can go hang with friends and family, you can do whatever you want to do. But this bus trip right here, you definitely want to be on. So for Falcon fans or Georgia fans or Bama fans or just fans of college football, you can head on down to dogsbamabus.com. You see the telephone number at the bottom as well. $65 per person, September 28th. I think the Falcons Saints game is the game after that too as well. So that's going to be exciting that fans can go watch Georgia smack up Alabama and then come back to watch the Falcons beat the Saints. So Falcon fans, there it is right there, $65 a person. Some of y'all got family in Alabama. Call them up. Hey, Uncle Mo. Uncle Mo, hey, it's Jerry. You remember me? Yeah, Jerry. Yeah, Wanda's son. Yeah, that Jerry. Hey, I'm coming down on the bus trip. Georgia, Alabama. You going to the game? You got tickets to the game. Hey, you my favorite uncle. Hang up the phone. That's the type of shit we do. So Falcon fans, you want to head down to Alabama, Georgia, Alabama bus trip. As a dog fan, I'd love to be there. So I'm still working on some things so I can try to make it down to that game. I gotta get my tickets first. I need my tickets. I done already talked to a couple people. They're like, look, Jack, we're doing the best we can. We're doing the best we can. All right. Today, Terry, I'm going green light today, Terry. It's green. I'm calling every person I know down there in that Tuscaloosa area. I need those tickets, big dog.
They're not cheap. They're
definitely not cheap, Falcon fans. So you see it on the screen there. They have the Georgia, Alabama bus trip. Now, let's see what we got here. I know we have some fans that's heading up to Vegas. So if you're in Vegas this year, party bus to the Hoover Dam, $75 per person. It's going down in a major way. Falcon fans, you can see it right there. RiseUpTourFanClub.com/Hoover. So when you go to Vegas in December, you don't have to just spend all day at the casino. Rise Up Tour Fan Club, we have stuff for y'all to do. We have events for y'all to hang out. Come mix and mingle with Falcon fans, right? Come chill. You know, you guys sit at the slot machine all fucking day. But if you want to, that's cool. We got no problem with it. And then, of course, you know, we have our party too as well, Sunday night in Las Vegas for fans that are interested. Bam, you see it right there. It's on the screen. The Rise Up Tour Fan Club takes over Vegas. And a lot of our parties, you know, you definitely want to get there early because, you know, these flyers get around and people show up. Our fan base is pretty deep. So just be prepared for, you know, a lot of events that when y'all show up there, it's like, hey, there's nowhere to sit. There's nowhere to stand. What do we do? Man, this shit is packed. What do you want us to do? I don't know. Like, everybody showed up. But people want to have a good time. I keep saying it. It's about the fans. Make sure the fans have a good time. Sunday, December 15th, the VIP section is available. Doors open at 8 p.m. We'll party, y'all. It's a party in Vegas, y'all. RiseUpTourFanClub.com/Vegas. Now, I know what you're thinking, Terry. Jack, you done talked about Carolina. You mentioned Philly. You mentioned Vegas. There's a couple other cities that y'all are going to that you haven't mentioned. People want to know about New Orleans. They want to know. I'm sorry. Nolans,
baby.
Nolans, baby. So let's go ahead and show them about it. We have it here, man. Oh, what the hell? It is deleted. I was on a roll too, Terry.
You were, man. You were killing it. It's
okay.
You rebounded well. You rebounded well, brother. Yes, you did.
So we filled up the first train to New Orleans. Yes, we have a train ride to New Orleans. I think it's 55 seats or 60 seats. I'm sorry if I can't remember. But the first train ride is filled up. It's sold out. We've been promoting that one since when? April? Yeah. That one is sold out. This second train ride now brings our homeboy, good friend, Pastor Troy.
Pastor Troy
will be on the train too as well. This one is almost sold out. I'm just letting you know right now, this one is almost sold out. So for Falcon fans that want to be a part of the exclusive train ride down to New Orleans, and it's a private car too as well. So if you're on train 4, 5, and 6, cart 6, you can't come up to cart 1 and 2. It's private for the Falcon fans. Deck it out, have a good time, Falcon flags, people drinking, people having, probably playing spades, chatting amongst each other about the team. At that time, November 8th, probably talking playoffs, right, Terry?
That's right.
But Patrick Troy's on there. You want to be on there too as well. You got to head over to the riseuptourfanclub.com/train. It's going down in a major way. Let me see if I can find one more. Let's see, Terry. Can I find one more? Let's see here. Damn, Lil Des, you want to race? Sheesh. He's got that new Mustang. Oh man, I want to pull up on you, man. I want to show you something. Look, man.
He lives his life a quarter mile at a time.
Hey, man. That's his third Mustang, too. Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Let's go to Nolans again, Terry.
Let's go.
Don't come in there. Let me tell you something. Falcon fan, we keep it real, keep it 100. But Rise Up Tour Fan Club, we've been doing Razoo's for 5 years, man. Please, please, please don't have people messaging me saying, yo, XYZ said it's their party. XYZ said it's this party. It is not. Like, I'm being respectful, right? It's the Rise Up Tour Fan Club's party at Razoo's, right? We've been doing this for years. If you party at Razoo's, it's right there. It's pretty much one of the biggest spots in the French Quarter. So it's right here, as you can see it on the screen. Rise Up Tour Fan Club presents, there it is, the Takeover at Razoo's, 511 Bourbon Street. You ain't got to, fuck the address. You're going to know when you're there. Just go down Bourbon Street, look for all the thousands of Falcon fans standing in front of the spot. You're going to see it. You're going to be like, that's the spot. I don't care what your GPS is, because your GPS is going to put you by Old Nola Crockery, which is at the corner. You're going to be like, this ain't no Razoo's. Go about 4 more blocks, man. Keep walking, man.
Hey, man, we got to show Auntie Pam and Big Low Country some love.
Oh, it's going down in a major way. I'm over here on the other page. Just like Mark Cheney said the other night, when I'm tapped in, I'm on the other side. I don't really see the comments. I don't really see. But boy, Mark Cheney was, man, boy, Mark Cheney be real about this shit, man.
Shout out to Mark Cheney.
They was in the comments the other night talking with Mark, and he was trying to get everybody's comments in, but he was doing the interview, and he's like, it's tough when I'm on the other page, that's in the comments. So I do want to say thank you to everybody that does comment in the chat, but sometimes we don't see the comments, we don't get to the comment. It's no disrespect. It's just that we're just moving on, but we do get to a lot of people's comments in the chat. Big Low Country Sports is here. This is a Rise Up Tour event.
Big Low.
Sheesh. A lot of this is the Rise Up Tour. Big Low Country too as well. One of the admins from the Rise Up Tour fan club. What in the world, Bo?
What in the world, Bo? Mr. Thomas Scott, Auntie Pam.
Thomas Scott's in the chat. Thomas Scott is in the chat. Hey, y'all, let me say something. Falcon fans in the chat. If you're watching, if you're listening, Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, Amazon Podcast. Thomas Scott, today's his birthday, man. Make sure y'all go show Thomas Scott some love, man. From Facebook, Instagram, the End Zone King. Thomas Scott, man. Happy birthday to you, sir. A couple years ago when we did this.
Wait, today's Thomas' birthday?
Today's Teddy P. That's Teddy P, man. That's him. Well, that's Thomas Scott, man.
Happy birthday.
Man.
Teddy B. Teddy P.
Teddy P. Teddy P. Not Teddy B. Teddy P, man.
Teddy P.
You don't know who Teddy P is? I just found out the other day who Teddy P is. I've known him for 7 fucking years. I didn't know who the fuck Teddy P was. I was like, who's Teddy
P? So Jonta said, I know Terry saw my message about the Superman chat. I did. So for those of you who did not check out the show last night with Big Country, I messed up. I fumbled the bag when it comes to.
You put people on the spot for the Superman chat, and whoever, I guess, did the best.
I forgot it, right? So here's what happened, right? Basically goes, that's a Superman chat. Well, I'm in the moment, and I forgot it. And I'm like, all right, I don't want to say I forgot it because, I did. So I'm like, okay, I'll just remix it. I was like, that's a Superman chat, which is a throwback to KRS-One, super. Anyway, but it didn't go over well. And so, yeah, I got
turned on Terry.
I got a penalty. I got a penalty for that.
The panel turned on Terry quickly.
I did. Yeah, I did. Oh my God, did they ever, dude? The look on Larry's face. Oh my God.
It
Right,
was
right.
like,
Yes,
you missing something,
yeah,
ain't you? It was like the head
yeah.
of security called,
The
like,
look on his
the
face.
parking lot again.
Oh, it's
About 2
priceless.
hours ago.
It's priceless. Oh
Terry
my
had
God.
this. Terry had this. I got it right, and I'm moving. I'm one time for the fans. So I'm like, Terry, this went live. It's like 200 people watching right now. Like, hit him with the dun dun dun. Do something. Coach is in there. Coach is like that. That sound good, Bo, but you're forgetting something. You might be forgetting something. And then when you do the dun dun dun, it's like, yo, oh God, everybody jumped on Terry. It was all fun and games. It was all fun and
Oh
games.
man. Thank you,
But
Doctor, for reminding us. Yeah, I did, but I fumbled the bag, man.
so that goes to us now, because we have to create our Superman chat because we're about to be monetized. We're doing the YouTube program, whatever that shit is.
We do.
But if the Superman chat hits this channel, Country got the dun 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 dun. That's Superman chat. Uncle Steve, he got a whole studio over there. He got fucking Swiss Beats in there, cooking up tracks and everything for him. Like Lario, everybody has their own way of doing the Superman chat. Terry, we got to create something with the Superman chat. We got to do something. Either you're going to have to, I don't know, ring a bell or something.
Why don't we put it out to the fans, Jack? Why don't we? Hey, we'll take any suggestion. Just put it out to the fans.
And Country's dancing at people's weddings. I ain't getting invited to no wedding.
That's
Come
country.
on now.
Hey, and Country does a very good. What was that song he kept singing? Okay, so it was I guess it was an amalgamation. Well, it wasn't. It was a variation of BBL Drizzy, but he kept singing light skinned or wait.
Oh, you talking about Yellowbone Smitty?
But it really sounded good. Like it really sounded good. So Country can sing, man. It's because it was funny. It was a bit, but he kept doing it. So I love it. We love you, Big Low. We
got
do.
the NIL Berto song too. NIL Berto.
NIL
Berto. Custom player on page 4 NCAA when you do your creation of your coaches.
I have not heard that. I have not heard that.
NIL Berto. It's a hit. Falcons fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Terry, let's wrap this up, man. Once again, we tried to do the podcast for a couple minutes. I'm well past my time of where I'm supposed to be. I've already got the text messages like, are you here yet? No, I'm not. I'm on the podcast. But you got to hit them with those. Oh, I'm on the way. I'm 10 minutes away. Hold on, watch this. Yeah, I'm about 5 minutes away.
I'm right down the street. I'm literally right down the street.
Goes to Waze and types in the navigation. 27 minutes. Oh shit, traffic is picked up.
Wow.
Falcon fans
on a Friday.
Traffic.
Wow.
Falcon fans talking Falcons football on a Falcons Friday. Country said maybe y'all should blow the whistle.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Wait a minute.
No, hold on. We already have.
Hold on. Let me use the AI whistle. I ain't like Country. Hold on. Let me use the AI whistle. Country was in there last night. God damn it, Terry. Get the damn whistle out like you did.
He did. He pulled it out. Oh, wow. Bro, I was shocked. Like, he got me with that, man. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. Tailgate Party Committee. The season opener is going to be epic.
It is. It really is.
Tailgate Party Committee, man. You're one-stop shop for tailgates out here in the city. Plus, they do a lot with a lot of other fan bases, too, as well. But Tailgate Party Committee, man, Lee Thomas does a great job. Holding down the tailgate. So if y'all are going to the Falcons Steelers game or a couple more Falcon games this year, make sure y'all look for Tailgate Party Admittee. Oh, he said free admission.
Free admission.
Oh, wow.
That's what's
Lee Thomas. Big shout out to Tailgate Party. Oh, snap. But I tell you, Lee Thomas got his own money. Lee Thomas got his own money.
The boy got his own money.
That boy got bread. Big Low Country Sports, Archangel. What in the world, Bo?
What in the world, Bo?
Everybody in the chat, chatting amongst each other. Everybody's excited. Continue this throughout your day. Take this same positive energy. Go talk to other Falcon fans. Give them that positive energy. Go talk to non-believers. Make them believers. I have a guy who works with me at my other job, and he's like full. He's like, I don't like the Falcons, but that Michael Penix guy you got, he's pretty good. Okay, so this is gonna be a long season of me just trying to explain to you how good this team is. But of course, bringing in Judon and Justin Simmons the other day at work. Yesterday at work. I see you guys made some moves, and the fan base seems to be excited. Why are you so interested in what we're doing if you say you're not a Falcon fan? You know what I'm saying? There's non-believers that want you to make them believers. Bring this positive energy from this podcast and go tell the world about these Atlanta Falcons, right? But also take care of what you got to take care of in your day, right? Take care of your family, take care of your friends, take care of your job, pay your bills, go work out, do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, enjoy what you do. Terry, shout outs, man. Go to you, and let's get up out of here.
Yes, sir. First and foremost, shout out to our fans. One time for the fan show. We could not do this without you. We would not do this without you. Why would we want to? So thank you. Thank you for taking your precious time out of your day to spend with us. And wow, you're going to do it anyway. It's not even 12 o'clock. Okay. All right. Shout out to Tito's.
I got a big golf game this weekend. I got to get the muscles ready.
That'll do it. No, seriously. Shout out to the fans. Shout out to Big Low for having us on his show last night. Had a great time. Shout out to you guys again, the fans. It's all about you guys. Thank God for you guys. Appreciate it. And hey, man, let's keep doing it. Let's keep getting greater. Let's go out here and let's do this thing, man. Secondly, shout out to Terry F. Baby. What a way to adapt. We had some key injuries last week, and he came back with a vengeance. So shout out to him. Shout out to the Atlanta Falcons front office. Shout out to AJ, the closer, who seems to be the guy you ring in there when you want to sign that free agent. Because AJ took Jesse Bates to dinner last year, and this year seems like he took Justin Simmons. So, this
and Grady was there too. Yeah,
and Grady there. But yeah, AJ makes interceptions and apparently closes safeties. So there you go. Shout out to God because, hey, man, I wouldn't be here without him. From him, all blessings flow. Thank you, Lord, for everything, my family, this show, my friends, my job, everybody in my life. Thank you. And last but not least, Jack, shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate the partnership. We have reached 1,000 subscribers, and a lot of that is due to you and Bodie. Carrie and I just joined this thing while it was in motion, but I tell you what, I'm having the best time of my life. And I can't do anything but thank you, sir. I respect you. I appreciate you. And hey, man, let's race to 5,000. As long as you keep inviting me, Jack, I'll keep coming back. You guys have a great day. Jack, I'm going to defer to you.
5,000 ain't enough, man.
It's not enough,
5,000 ain't enough, man. Falcons got over 1 million Falcon fans in the world. I want to make sure we hit everybody. But it's about bringing positivity to the fan base. That's what we do with Rise Up to Our Fan Club. It was started because we wanted to see Falcon fans have a good time on the road. That's where it started. And we can see that, not others, but, we can see that people have noticed what we were doing. And you can kind of see the replica effect from it. But at the end of the day, we're going to continue being great for this fan base. This podcast, all of our podcasts should be able to reach every Falcon fan in the world. And we're going to continue doing that. There's a lot of channels I've watched since I first started, and a lot of people's subscriber count has grown, viewer count has grown, everything, because everybody does a good job with this, right? We want to see the team win. What are we here doing this for? What are we turning on this screen for? We could talk Marvel. Y'all want to talk Marvel for 2 hours? All right, cool. Y'all want to talk Cars for 2 hours? Y'all want to talk fucking who else? Madden just dropped. We can talk that for 2 hours. But nah, we want to talk Falcons football, right? So I want to give a big shout out to everybody in the chat. Miss Michelle Morris is in the chat too as well. It's always she's always on the run, so she got a lot going on. But it's great for you to take the time out of your day, Michelle.
Yes.
Stop by and just say, how you doing and good morning to everybody here in the chat. So big shout out to Miss Michelle. Deshaun's going back to old Atlanta. He said 112, the gate, Club XS.
XS.
Oh, that's a wow. That's a wow right there. He said Club XS.
Wow. He went back.
Terry.
Hey, man. Chit chat.
XS 5'9".
Oh, he's going back. He's going back. Let me tell you something. I some of the best times in my life I had at 112. First of all, for those of you who don't know, 112 used to be a rotating club, right? There's a restaurant in an Atlanta hotel. I can't think of it, but it literally rotates.
Sundial.
The Sundial. Club 112 used to be like that. So the joke was,
is that from the drinks that night, Terry, or it was just from that's how the way the club was?
There were definitely drinks flowing that night, but the club did rotate, and it was great because the joke was, hey, if you missed a girl the first time, don't worry, she'll be back. If she's sitting, you will see her in about 2-3 minutes because it'll rotate back around.
Trying to look like Cascade in here.
Hey, it kept rotating, man. But I had some of the best moments in my life there. I met my wife there. We're still together 31 years later. So, hey, man, shout out to Deshaun for bringing up some great memories, man. Love me some 112, definitely.
Dre the Boxer said, for the super chat, do the Dave Chappelle skit. Hide your money, y'all. It's poor people around. Let me tell you something. That right there would be great. You can have fans in the chat like, well, I didn't donate the $5. He's calling me poor. Like, no, we're not.
Hey, man.
Matter of fact, Dre, I'll do that sometimes if you want me to. But then again, people might be like, Jax, you're going to lose a subscriber calling out the poor.
That might not go over well. But
everybody in the chat is doing well. I know y'all work hard and y'all take care of it. So if we throw jokes out, it's never any disrespect to the fans.
No.
Dre the Box is like, nah, just say it. Just say it. Hide your money. This poor people.
Nah. Hey, my three favorite Dave Chappelle skits. Number one is when Keeping It Real goes wrong. Number two is Clayton Bigsby, which is hilarious. And number three was the one with Wayne Brady. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Oh man. But that when Keeping It Real goes wrong, that was hilarious. So yeah, man. Good times, Dre the Boxer. Love it.
I just checked my messages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 8 missed messages. This one here has about 20 messages in that little text thread. So I gotta get the hell up out of here.
Damn.
Falcon fans, I thank you all for being a part of One Time for the Fan this morning. Breakfast with One Time for the Fan. We love doing it. It's one of our newest shows that we put out. Our Sunday and Wednesday shows at 8 o'clock still continues. Breakfast with One Time for the Fan here at like 9, 9:15, 9:30 in the morning. Then we have a couple pop-up shows that we do every now and then. So I want to make sure everybody's in tune with that. But also, we have a lot going on. Home games, away games. We have the live. I think it's going to happen Falcons Saints. I'm doing the podcast from the stadium with Michael Turner. So I don't know what day that's going to be. That the day we're trying to set everything up right now. So big shout out to everybody. I thank you all. Big shout out to God. Big shout out to my family. Oh, excuse me. That Grey Goose is hidden. Big shout out to my friends. Big shout to my family. Big shout out to my friends. Big shout out to all the One Time for the Fan supporters in the chat. And, of course, Atlanta Falcons fans in the chat, too, as well. The show is from us. It's for you all. We want to make sure you guys have a good time. Terry, Sunday night at 8, man, after my golf game, when I'm done whooping up on these boys, man, let's come in here and let's talk Falcons football. Talk about Falcons Ravens, what we saw from the game. Hopefully, no player gets seriously injured. We want to make sure everybody gets off the field healthy so that we can get ready for Falcons Jags. Mm-hmm. And then we'll get people prepared for the week. So Sunday night at 8, Falcon fans, no need to message me, Jack. Do a pop-up quickly. Hey man, it's third quarter in the NCAA and I'm up 25 right now. I don't know if I'm doing a pop-up show. Mm-hmm. But I lost my first game last night in NCAA too as well, man.
What?
10-0, lost to, I don't even want to mention it, man. Lost to a 5-4 Mississippi State. I think he's a new user though, so the old user got kicked. Then he jumped in there, and then he was talking crap during the game too. I was beating him, and he was like, "Oh, I'm about to come back and beat you." And sure enough, he did. But that's on my fault, man. Kept running those RPOs, man. I don't know, man. Try to get the ball to Jenkins as best as possible. But Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I thank you all. Terry, we'll see you Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Rise up.
Rise up.